Okay, here are the ingredients. We have red onion, one whole red onion, and then we have bell pepper, red and yellow, but you could use any color that you want. And then we have the marvelous, right here, this bottle in front of us is Marsala cooking wine. You don't have to use that, but I find that it just makes recipes so delicious. Okay, and then we have over here white onion. We have white onion, and it's a whole white onion because we have quite a few pieces of fish. You don't have to have as many pieces of fish that I have, but I'm cooking for several people. And then over here we have scallions. That's a whole scallion in there. This is the scallion. That's a whole one. And here is our salt and our pepper. Okay, then we have obey seasoning. We have, I don't use this all the time, accent. I don't use it all the time, but once in a while I like to use it. But you don't have to use it if you don't want to. A lot of people don't like to use it, but I do occasionally. And then here we have rosemary, good old delicious rosemary that makes everything taste wonderful. Okay, and then here's chipotle roasted garlic. Chipotle roasted garlic, get on the screen. There it is. Okay, and then we have smoked paprika. Okay, and here is chopped Italian herbs that we'll be using with it. And then I have all of the ingredients, the herbs, over here in this dish, and I will just be pouring them into my, I'll make a sauce with it, and I'll just be pouring it in all at one time. Okay, but I wanted you to see the individual ingredients. In addition to one ingredient that I don't have out here on display, and that is Sazon, the red Sazon, and it's very delicious. It has salt in it, so we won't be using a lot of salt in our recipe because the Sazon have some in it, and the chipotle does too. All right, okay, so let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is to make our rub. And we will make that with the vegetables that I showed you, the ingredients. And I'm using olive oil. You can use vegetable oil, any grapeseed oil, any type of oil that you would like to use. And I got quite a bit because we will be making a rub out of it. Okay. Okay, here goes the white onions. Red onion. The delicious scallions. And the colorful bell pepper. Bell peppers. Okay. And we're going to saute this for a while. Mix it up good. Now I'm going to add a little butter to it. Just to help flavor it. and it is on medium heat. And I have the oven on 300 degrees, warming up on 300 degrees, but we won't be baking it. We actually will be broiling the fish, but I want it to be in a nice warm oven. I'm going to add a little Marsala cooking wine. About a half cup. And that's all you need. Mix it up in there really good and let that saute a few minutes. Okay. We'll let this cook for a little while. Okay, now we're going to remove the vegetables from the skillet. And I have a paper towel in a bowl here to catch some of the oil. But we're not going to pour the oil out. We're going to use the oil. It's flavored with these vegetables. And we're going to use the oil to make our rub. I might have said saute, our sauce, but no, I mean our sauce, but no, it's a rub. Okay, let me get a little help right here to get this out a little faster. A little bit more convenient, honey. Let's see. I think that works better. Yes. Okay. Oh, this works much better. Much faster and much better. Now, we'll add our dry ingredients to the oil. And this is going to be our rub. So you see, it's not as much oil as it looks like it's going to be. Let's add a little bit more. A little oil, not much. Just a teeny bit to help it along. Okay. It's going to have to be really... Okay, I think this is pretty much what we need right here. A teeny bit more. And that's it. Okay? Now, turn it off. Going to put that small bowl. It's a dry rub, and you know rubs are dry, but some of them are not. Now back to the vegetables. We're going to add the vegetables to the bottom of the pan that the fish will cook in, and the vegetables will also continue to cook. All right, here we go. And that oil will cook out along with the fish. So don't worry about that part. It always does. Just spread it out a little bit. I'm telling you, the rub tastes delicious. And we'll just put this right here, and the fish is going to go on top of it. So we'll set this aside for a few minutes while we prepare our fish. Now, the dry ingredients, they all have salt in it. So I have the salt out, but we won't be adding the salt to it. We don't need to. But I will add some lemon juice to it. Give it a nice flavor. So cut back on your chipotle seasoning, maybe to 1 teaspoon. And then I put the Old Bay in. You know, Old Bay has plenty of salt in it. So you might want to use 1 teaspoon instead of 1 tablespoon of the Old Bay and the chipotle. All right, now I'm going to baste these fish. Here's the fish, the star of the show. I'm going to baste them inside and out. I'm telling you, the sauce is delicious. And I'm going to turn it on the other side and baste it there too. Okay, here. I'm going to put some delicious cilantro. Ooh, it makes it taste so good. So use plenty of it. Don't be afraid to use seasonings. If you want to make your food taste just marvelous, use some seasonings, honey. All right, it's all marinated and it's looking good. And the marinated, the rub is delicious all by itself. It is just delicious. So now it will go in the oven on broil. Now my oven has high broil, and it has low broil. So I have mine on a low broil. But if yours has only a high broil, it will work too. Because we're going to do this for 10 minutes, maybe even 12 on each side. Okay, but we'll kind of, we'll just go along with it and see how it's working out. But if it was fillet, you wouldn't broil it any more than 5 or 6 minutes on each side. But this is a whole piece of tilapia. It's thick, so we'll broil it for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, the tilapia is out of the oven. It's cooked on one side. I went ahead because it's so thick, and I let it cook for a good 15 minutes on one side. And so I'm going to turn it over. And when I turn it over, I'll put it back in the oven again for another 10 minutes. I won't go 15. I'll try the 10 and see how that works out. But it is cooked. It's cooked all the way through. Pretty good. So good. I tasted a little piece of it, so I know it's good. It's delicious. Okay, so let's turn it over on this side and let it cook for about 10 minutes. We don't want to overcook it. And then the vegetables are at the bottom. Sometimes you can, if you like, you can take those vegetables and stuff the tilapia with the vegetables too. Okay, now it'll go back in the oven, but I'm going to baste it a little more with the rub on this side. Okay, now it'll go back in the oven for another, about 10 minutes, and it'll be done.